I have been playing so much of this demo. I'm already at 5.3 hours. It's still the same day. Took a short break. I've got food cooking. I want to finish it. I still need to record He Is Coming and backpack battles. We'll do that later. Right now, this is the game. No, not new game. Cancel. Load. I hope the save works. The save does work. Wait, what is this stuff? Who knows? Load. You can also duplicate and rename. Okay, so we're back. And what are we doing in the world? We had just solved a new way to make time, and it was way better than the old way. Hey, challenge completed. Ruby. Good. Because that's one of my goals, is to complete all of the challenges. 24 out of 40. Elements discovered. So, things I want. I want a combiner. I'm going to turn it this way. This one. This one. This one. This one. Alright, quick pause. So in theory, this should be 4 out of the 7 that I need. Where are you going? You're going off to do your own thing. Okay, to get the other ones, we need coal. We need pink. Pink is sand. I have sand. Sand is these. Okay. These make sand. No. These make acid. Acid is green. Acid is one of the things that I could do. Okay, so we want shift. No. God, it's only been a little bit since I played. It's been like 20 minutes and I already forget the controls. This is why I want to finish this one now-ish. Alright, I'm going to put this one right here. And then I'm going to move this one. Then I'm going to sell this. So that just wants to be a wall. Okay, these are not necessary. Sell these. Okay, but what about those two? Those two will handle themselves. Hit one. So we're getting sand, which is... No, we're getting green. Okay. After that, I do want pink. Where are you going? Right. You're going off to do your own thing. Apparently it's not a problem. Okay, pink. Pink is these. To get a pink, we could use sand. Why are these all stopped? That's concerning. Elements. Sell. That tells me that these setups could have problems. I thought I was going to switch them over. At one point, I was going to switch them from water to air, because air should never have problems, in theory. I guess it also just doesn't matter. But it kind of does. Okay, so you're going to make pink. But you're also kind of a pain. And then I have to fit in black. Okay, we can do that. Pink. That's it? We're missing one thing. What if I put green or pink at the start, because then they shouldn't get deleted like this? I don't think it matters. The main thing is having all of them. So now, all we're missing is coal, in theory. To make coal, this is it. This one. Are there better coal generators? Probably. This is my coal generator. Coal. So instead of this one, we want what? That. In theory, this should be all 7. We've got black, pink, green, white, brown, blue, orange. All we're waiting on is this one. Okay. The next time it combines, see if it works. Holy rainbow. And the rainbow floats. Okay. The rainbow is a new block. I didn't actually think it was going to work. I mean, I kind of thought it was going to work. kind of thought that I was going to have to make not orange or blue first. Okay, so now we have a rainbow. Compendium. What do we do with the rainbow? Taste the rainbow. Rainbow. 1 out of 10. Make this element using 10 different combinations. That sounds tricky, but really it just means, like, there are lots of different ways to do that. It is tricky. You're a total pain. Oh, a lot of these are going to be a pain. Wait. I thought I was done with Quicksilver. I was done with silver. Let's go fix that one. Quicksilver. So, for Quicksilver, is it this? Yeah, because copper turns into silver. All right, for this, all we need. This does mess with things for a little bit, but not that bad. Puller. Could set it to anything, but we'll set it specifically to silver. If I can see it. Silver. Wait, these don't even look like silver. Are these silver? These are not silver. That's iron. Never mind. So, I would like to move this one. If I was silver, I would be right here. Perfect. Except, that's not where you're supposed to go. Perfect. That's where you're supposed to go. Alright, so we're already set up for that one. All I need is a little bit more silver. Compendium. I was only missing 2 blocks, I think, and we've already got the 2. Okay. Go back. Sell this. Alright, so that should be done. We're going to sell the Quicksilvers. Compendium. I've got all of these done. What about smoke? Smoke. Transform 75 copies of this element into other elements without the use of combiners. Wait. Won't you just turn into the star whatever thing? Okay, we finished Quicksilver. I thought I was already doing smoke things. Down by my time thing. Where's my time thing? Look, right here. You're doing smoke things, you're just kind of slow. So, compendium. Smoke. 48, it is happening. Okay. Lava. Burn 50 flammable blocks using this. Isn't that easy? So I could switch this to be lava. Yeah, but I could also just burn something else. Flammable blocks include... what? Compendium. If we click flammable, this game's so good. Wood. I really like the way that they organize these things where they're clickable. Alright, so wood. We can do that. Wood is made with water and earth. I think. Sounds right. 1. Conveyor, water, earth. We need earth. So if I just do this, combiner, water, and then puller, and then what is it that we want to do? I want a conveyor here. My food just finished cooking. I want a puller here, I think. This one is supposed to do... we're making wood, it's going to turn into coal. When it turns into coal, we'll sell it. This is wrong. Combiner. So that's going to go kind of slow, but I could build more of these. Oh. And it doesn't really matter how slow it goes, but copy. Plus, it's not that slow. Just a little slow. Good enough? Good enough for me. So that's another of the challenges. I still need to unlock 2 more elements, but the elements are not on this list. Is that true? Seems true. Compendium. Oh, maybe they'll go onto the list Wait, no, statistics is what I wanted. Whenever I finish, yeah, we're at 38 out of 40. If I come to this, 0 out of 6 different elements with the status electrified in your inventory. Crap. So metal can become electrified. We can go electricity. We can click electrify. Electrified. Elements with the electrified status are worth double. We're looking for conductive, I think. If I go to water, conductive. So the number of conductive things: plasma, quicksilver, water, fizzy water, copper, iron, silver, gold. If I keep doing what I'm doing, but do it with like a water nearby. Water generator. Okay, but I don't actually want it to pull into that. Okay, so we pull up into here is the idea. See how this works. If it causes problems. The idea is one more water backs up. When these get electrified, maybe they electrify the water. I pull that into my inventory. We put something else over here. Let's see what happens. But maybe it had to be touching that electricity. Crap. All right. So this is not the correct setup. Conveyor. I'm going to let the acid build up for a second. So that hopefully the metal will be here. I can pull some of the metal into my inventory. The other thing is I can throw silver, quicksilver, gold, any of those onto this belt. All right, my plan for right now, go get my food. But I want to figure this out first. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting here thinking about it, but I need to get my food. I'm going to get my food really quick and then be right back. Food, 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 food. In case you've never tried it, food is delicious. It is one of my favorites. It might be my favorite. All right, do things become electrified? No. Why? Because I don't know. All right, let's go. And what? Wait, things just became electrified. Okay. Freaking out, man. So we want to store one of these. Bam. You're electrified. That one. Can I move you? Maybe I can't move you. Or any of the rest of you. So I was at one point electrifying metal, but I don't know how. I was electrifying... Wait. Okay. There's another. Electrified copper. Okay. So that's another. It was happening because things were like out of balance. We want to electrify the iron. So it happens when a block is next to this. So I think it's when it's eaten. So it ate a copper, it ate an iron, but another copper came over here and touched it afterwards. Before it touched the second metal. I think that's what's going on. So you feed it one metal, then you go send the acid somewhere else. Oh, you could be an acid that's... So right now, that's an acid... Wait, no, you're already electrified. This acid has eaten one metal, but it has not eaten the second metal yet. So I would like this iron to be touching it before it eats this copper. Okay, but I want you back in the inventory. Machines. So this. We're going to do that. Bam. So this iron is happily touching it. Put this conveyor. You just ate my iron. Why would you eat my iron? You had already eaten an iron. Now you've eaten both. You... They're a pain. I could be trying to solve making the next element, but instead I'm trying to do electrified, but I'm doing it weird. There's electrified for free. All blocks. No, elements. We are at 3 out of the 5 that I need. Who else is electrified? One of you. No. Okay, fine. Wait. Wait. You became electrified. Plasma. Let's go read about plasma. Energy. This block can be used as an ingredient in recipes that require energy. Conductive. This block can be affected by the status electrified. Element blocks with the electrified status are worth double. Yeah, but electrified. Tried to see if some wakas tried to see if electrifying themselves would also increase their efficiency, the same as it does with blocks. Alas, it did nothing but make them jittery, so they had to pull the plug on this experiment. Literally. In recipes or challenges that require one of the interactions between blocks, one of those interactions, they count as 2 blocks or twice the value in resources. Hey, smoke is done. We're trying to electrify blocks. So the easy way to do this is I can just go pick up blocks. I say easy, but I don't know if it'll make it easy. So the idea would be go to the inventory, I hate the UI. The only complaint about this game, I have many complaints. That is my real complaint. Okay, you go away. This one. Silver. Gold. Are you conductive? You're fire. Why would fire be conductive? Water is probably conductive. Water's definitely... You're shiny. So now, the idea would be for the acid to somehow, like, go crazy with all of this. Gold. Yeah, but those are already, like, water. Silver. Are these just gonna fall? Yeah, they're just gonna fall. Water. But the hope is that despite that, some of them turn. Conveyor. Okay, see what happens. One of the gold is gone. Hey! It just ate one of those. All blocks. Elements. That brings me up to 4 out of 5. I think I needed 5. We already have water. Why am I trying to do water? Because you're shiny. Okay, click this empty. Hit 1. Oh, right, the acid's not going to magically flow. Conveyor. Okay, we're waiting to see. Especially a silver would be amazing. Silver. Okay. Elements. This one. Have we done it? Click this. We're at 5 out of 6. Okay, we need Quicksilver. I am no longer making Quicksilver. Do I need Quicksilver? I mean, all the rest of this is becoming a pain otherwise. So, elements. Sell this element. We've already got silver. Gold. I've already got gold. Quicksilver. The quickest of silvers. These ones. Thought I was done with Quicksilver. I was not. Machines. We need a puller. Not puller. Any element. There's only one element there. Give me all of them. Get rid of this for right now. Get rid of all of these. Just build me up some Quicksilver. Wait. Build me up some Quicksilver. That took a while for you to become a Quicksilver. Okay, we have 4 of them. 4 of them should be enough. Plus, it's a pain to pick up more. All I had to do was go to store mode or whatever. Fine. 4 of these. So with 4 of these and acids kind of built up, and weirdness. So if I put this one right here, Quicksilver can also just become the metal, I think. It's weird. You just ate my Quicksilver, which makes perfect sense, kind of. All right. We have a Quicksilver over here. I can always get more. I think I need to build up the acid and the metal. Machines. I should figure out how this actually works. Like, I finally figured out how time works. It feels better now that I get it. But electricity is confusing. Nobody understands how electricity works. Okay, we want more Quicksilver. But I don't have much of it over here because it's falling down. Oh no. Luckily, it's not like this actually matters. God, oh, I was going to say, how do I not have antimatter built up? That's how. Okay. Elements. Store. This one. This one. This one. This one. So you're falling, which makes sense. Machines. This block. Perfect. All right. These are all built up, which is beautiful. When I sell the electricity, I think that works. Maybe. Oh. Kind of want... So, I'm going to sell this element. Then I'm going to put a Quicksilver right there. And then if I hook everything up, and I'm going to put a Quicksilver right here. And I'm going to put a Quicksilver right there. And I'm going to put a Quicksilver right here. And then I'm going to go to machine. And I'm going to conveyor this up. And then... Wait. That was it. That was all I wanted. Store. This one. We've done it. That is 6. Okay. I was waiting for the achievement to pop up, but it's right here. I completed my objective. Let me go eat my food. W3379, I've done it. Of course, always believed in you. Did they pick a name? What did you do? Upgraded your universal gizmo can now generate names for anyone and anything. Green Eyes is the one looking for a name. Null reference exception. Maybe Null for short. Perfect. It even found a middle name, Technology. Null reference exception. But it's too bad, I already thought of a name. Really? Go on then. Don't keep me waiting. Nico. Cool. I wish W8075 was here so I could tell them. Hey. Ollie, Nico. Had a breakthrough. Alright. Bam. Skip. Food. New objective. Discover one unique element in the compendium. How? Skip. Alright. Compendium. Does it give me the hint? Unique elements. Oh, all we need is 9 antimatter in a 3x3 square. Wait, that's super simple. It's not even difficult. Machines. Well, this should go down, this should go over. Not even difficult. I mean, I do have to generate it, which will take a little bit of time. Especially because... Did I break anything? Feels like I've broken things. What have I broken? This intersection, for some reason, is broken even though it shouldn't be. Very broken. Okay. I would like... disassembler. That did not solve it. Weird. Elements. Cell. This one. So once they get passage, they keep going until they see an opening. And they try to go for it. Okay. So machines. We actually want the disassembler to be right there and right there. So that they never back up, is the idea. Or they never back up for too long. This one's unnecessary, but I guess it's fine. Doesn't hurt. We have another one here that was supposed to stop them from backing up, but it wasn't the flames. For some reason, Entropy got blocked up, which should not have happened. But I'm guessing it's because I was doing weirdness over here. Who knows? Okay, so now we're going to get a bunch of Entropy, which will make me a bunch of Antimatter. It's already going. But I need 3 more of these. It's on its way. Alright, I'm going to eat my food. I'm going to try and pause this right before it makes. But I'm going to... Well, no. Look, it's almost done. Give it a second, actually. I'm going to eat my food in a second, but look. The antimatter's right here. 9 of it. Makes matter. No, makes a black hole. Which ate all of the items compendium. Which kind of makes sense. Unique elements. Black hole. Weightless. Unaffected by gravity. This block can only be made once. You can only make another one if the first copy is transformed, destroyed, or removed. Legend has it that unique blocks can be made into something truly special. Black hole. Any element that comes into contact with the black hole will be absorbed. Machines can't be placed near this block. I mean, so absorb 300 blocks is easy. But what happens if you feed it? Cannot feed it. I mean, technically you can, right? What happens if you feed a black hole antimatter? You just eat it up. Okay. What happens if I feed you void? I mean, I'm guessing it's nothing special, but who knows? Huh. Nothing special. So I see no reason not to just feed it like fire. And other things similar to fire. Alright, so we'll just do that. 3 fires. Could be feeding it from all sides, but it'll feed quick enough. You only need 300. 3 fires. Bam. Huh. Wonder how many it takes to fully saturate a belt. That's interesting. Is it going to be 8? Clone. These ones. But hit T to flip them. And then rotate this one. What? Delete it. Okay. Rotate. Does not want to rotate. Shift R. Shift R. Put it back down. Shift. Okay, just delete this thing. I'm trying to clone right now. God, I hate this. There we go. Get off my cursor. Select. There we go. So now, if I unpause, are we just feeding this 8 a second, basically? It's... Okay. So, if I fed like that, then would it work? No. Ah. They don't like that turn. Okay. At this point, it's kind of just me wanting to know how these things work. Fire sits here forever, which makes sense. Okay, we want machines. These ones. There you go. Is it going to slow down when it goes around a corner? So this is 8 of them. It does slow down when it goes around a corner. So we would have to do it as a straight line, which is fine. I can do that. Except I should have waited for those to feed into there, because now I have to sell the elements, which is a pain. And then I still want to sell these elements. And then machines. Select. There's a rotate, right? Rotate is R. Cool. So the quickest way to feed things in is not to go around any bends. And it only takes 6 of them, not 8. So the most I could be feeding in is 6 of these from all sides. Oh, but there's a delay of 2 to generate them, so it actually was 8. Huh. Clone. So it only moves in 6, but... Oh, we still end up with that gap. No. We still end up with the gap. What are my thoughts on that gap? Thoughts on the gap. I wonder if I can solve that gap. Not sure. X, remove these. Z, move these. I feel like the problem is these are still going to take a second to generate. I think I could at least get it down to 7. That all that helpful. I'm supposed to be eating my food. So now we could have some built up and ready to go in. So yeah, I can get it down to 7. Don't think I could get it any lower than that, could I? I think we're always going to have that one gap. Darn it. So if I click you, can't see your info. To know how many you've eaten. I want to see what happens while I'm still on video, but I want to go pause and eat my food. Alright, we're gonna pause, eat my food, and be right back. Hunger has been satiated. Alright, so I'm ready to do this. What are we doing? We're filling up the black hole. I'm wondering if there are like a bunch of different black holes that you can get, or like a bunch of different things that you can get by filling up the black hole with like a single element. So just getting super dense gold. Something like that. Possibly. I should be storing more antimatter. Let's do that, because we want to make another black hole after this. So, machine. This one. And if I make another black hole, I don't want it to be this close to my other stuff, so that it's easy to feed into it from 8 different directions. Or 4 different directions. I have been playing too much of this game. I need to take a break, but I want to keep playing more. Alright, I want what? This one. Conveyor. But we can't do that. Why? We can't do that because you can't build near a black hole. But I could use a puller. But I don't know if I care that much. Okay, for a second I thought I was being blocked. I'm not. Do we just want to watch the black hole? Kind of. I really wish I didn't build this like in the middle of a bunch of junk. The problem is build mode. Not that one. Build mode also like pauses things. Clone. We can clone 6 of these, even though I can't even make use of 6. We can hit R to rotate, we can hit T to flip. And we can feed these in. But to do that, I need to build the conveyors. Bam. In we go. Wait, did that say minus 60? Oh, that was just because I built 3 conveyors. I thought I had fed conveyors to the black hole for a second. We did not. So the corners don't work. You're gonna pop. Are you? Wait, that's not what that said, though. This is what it said in the compendium. That was just to do the challenge with the black hole. Oh. Show all recipes that can use this block. There are none. 300 out of 300. Wait, that might have been it. Okay. That's fine. We can go here. Completed my objective. Oil. We might have started a trend. No, your name is Ali. Other Wakas at the Department of Statistics are naming themselves too. Clem. Okay. Wait, something about legendary blocks. Okay, you're back. Cool. Skip. New objective. Using Clem's prophecies, discover a legendary block. Go, Foreman, go. You can do it. Alright, so now. Compendium. Did I need to actually read what Clem was saying? Because it feels like I might have. Crap. I think I can go revisit that. Alright, C to dismiss. Here we go again. What is it that you need? Using Clem's prophecies. I want to rewatch the... I don't want to rewatch the tutorial. How do I see Clem's stuff? Oh, 4 prophecies. That would do it. Clem. Alright, so most of these are locked, but one is not. 10,000. 10,000. Electricity equals 2. It seems like the legendary block might upgrade the star shower bar. 10,000 coins, electricity equals 2. 10,000 coins, electricity equals 2. Something with the star shower bar. Does that tell me anything? What about feeding star shower things to the black hole? So right now, this isn't doing anything. I really wish I had built that in a different place. All right, sell these. Okay. Elements. Sell these. Machines. So if I just give you, we need steam. Fire. That does not line up right. Fine. We can move it. Wait, that does line up right. Okay, first we're gonna feed you. Okay, game. We're gonna feed, oh right, I have to actually make the thing. Combiner. We're gonna feed you a star thing. Right, that makes smoke, not steam. Bam. Didn't do anything. What if I fed you time? Why would time do anything? Because time is weird. What is it that I'm supposed to be trying to do right now? Clem's prophecy, but I don't know what the prophecy is, except that we need to do something with 10,000 with this star shower. Star shower, Z. Star shower bar. Back to the list. So the others, I can't do anything with the others. Prophecies. Gosh, should I have read the stupid tutorial? I don't want to. Okay, the bar is empty. We want to fill it. We need 10,000 something. I already have 10,000 magic. I already have 10,000 gold. So those are not it. I don't think that feeding steam would do anything. Feeding volatile things could be it. Wait, that's not shooting stars that I'm putting into there. Crap. But I could put shooting stars. I don't actually need this. Okay, that's true. To put shooting stars, they just have to fall into it. I don't have to delete all of this. Here, all blocks. Do it. No, delete. Sell. That's what I wanted. Sell all blocks. These holy loud noises. Sell all blocks. Can you sell the black hole? Maybe you can. Machines. Also, how's my Oh, we have tons of antimatter. But it said that you can't make a second black hole. What happens if you make an even larger black hole? What happens if you just make a maze? Someday this will fill up, but that's going to take a while. Okay, so that's going. That is not the best way to store things, but it makes me happy. Okay, we wanted to do the star things into this. I kind of want to pull this one. Why do I want to pull this one? Because I want to have a star drop by it as well, but we can already do that. Earth generators. So, we need to be about this high. About this high. So if we drop a shooting star right by it, and if we drop one right into it, oh, it actually pulls them from the side. Right, that makes sense because it makes sense. Okay, that is a reason to pull this one. Pull her. Do it. And hit one. And conveyor. Sweet. Except this needs to go like that. So now I could copy this. For what purpose? I don't know. Would I be able to get more shooting stars into here? Probably if I did conveyors near it. But I don't think that's going to help. Could feed it magic. Feeding it magic feels like it could be a real thing, but so have all these other things. And so far they have not been. If I was going to feed it magic, how would I do that? From the bottom, from the... Okay, so this isn't doing anything. We can agree on that. All blocks, sell. Do it. Things that could do something. We could feed it. What are these again? Oh, these are the yellow flames, right. Do I think yellow or blue flames or oil would do anything? No, not really. The one that I think could do something would be magic. For magic to do something, I need to be able to cross over in 2 spots. So cross over here, cross over here. Crossover. Crossover. Feed in. Okay, see what happens. Elements. Cell. Okay. Things that I don't think I need to have happen anymore. We no longer need to pull the magic, because I think if one's going to do it, one will do it. Or if any are going to do it, I think it would be either one or else like a ton of them. 300, 10,000, some big number. So we would like to sell this. I would like to sell... I mean, I could kind of leave that, but it's fine. So that didn't do anything. These aren't doing anything. Crap. Element. Store. Magic. I could feed you electrified things. Do I think that does anything? No. I could feed you. I don't think it has to do with the... I mean, I do think it has to do with the black hole, but I also don't. Compendium. Antimatter. Turn 2,000 coins worth of blocks into void. Oh, that's easy. Wait. So all I need to do is run expensive things by you. Well, not just run them. Right now, these are getting sold. And what am I using them for? We're using them for stupid things. How much is light worth? Probably a lot. Probably enough. I'm just gonna come down to here for right now. And then we can disassemble them. But not until they turn into void. Void is worthless. Correct. But we want to use a puller. Puller. This one. This one. Void. And then a disassembler. Just to keep room. So now, if I go to Compendium, 93 out of 2,000. What is it that I'm dissolving? Wait, is that light or yellow fire? Oh, that's light. Is light worth something? Compendium. Light. Light is worth 24. You're worth very little. Okay. But is there something else that's worth quite a bit more? That it's easy to make? I mean, I'll end up making it regardless, but... what's worth a lot more? Bunch of things. Anything. Anything at all. That one's gonna happen, though. So... it's in progress. We only need 2,000. I don't know how much it's worth thinking about that one. Void. Make 150 copies of this element. That one's also happening. Cool. So these two are being done. Darkness. I don't want to make this using 5 different things. What does rainbow do? Multicolored blocks are all the colors at once. They can be used in place of any colored block, but you can only use them once per recipe. So the rainbows would actually be a way to make rainbows. Can you do that? And then you could make it like 10 different ways just using rainbows, which is kind of stupid, but kind of amazing. Rainbows. Is that true? I think that is true. So let's try that. I'm gonna feed a rainbow into this spot. You can feed a rainbow into a rainbow. It's so stupid. By which I mean it's so amazing. Alright, come over here. Select this one. Rainbow. So that is 3 ways that we've made a rainbow. All right. Four ways to make a rainbow. That was not right. Mistakes have been made. All right. Elements. Destroy this element. I made the conveyor one too far. All right. Store an element. This one. Place an element. Machines. Sell that machine. Make a rainbow. What is this one? Oh no, air generator, so that one is white. We want to select this one. We want this to continue going over, come down. But don't go that far down, so we have to sell that. Then we want to select this, put it right there. Compendium. 4 out of 10. 5 out of 10. It's such a pain to do it with the others. Okay, to do it with the others, what are you making? You're making sand. You're making the pink. But wait, we're also making the green right here. Okay. Wait, did I not do this correctly? I feel like I didn't do this correctly. Sell this. Elements. Oh, the stupid air. Got it. Sell this. I think we did already make it, but just in case. So now, make a fire. Shift R, Shift R. Unpause. Alright, so that is another rainbow done. I want to do green, pink, black. That'll get me 3 more. Compendium, we're at 5 out of 10. 3 more only gets me to 8, but I could use a different white. There are so many different ways to do this. I just don't know if this is the best way. Alright, sell. We're in elements, so this is fine. Sell, 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 sell. I just don't want to move all of these. It's fine. Sell. All of these. And then we want to move the machines. Select. All of these machines. Okay, that's not all of the machines. All of these machines. Machines. Select all of the machines. Apparently, these are making black, green, pink. Cool. Red. Red is turned on right now. I would like to move this one back. And then I want to plug back in. Crap. Are you going to cause problems for me? Let's assume that you don't cause any problems, but you might. I want to plug back in. I don't remember how things were set up. All right, we know green. Hey, I can still catch that green. We know green is one of them. What else do we know? This one is another blue. What am I doing with fizzy water? What? Water generator. Air generator. Why do I have fizzy water? I mean, that is a different blue that I could actually use. Huh. Okay. And you could do a different rainbow using the fizzy blue. There's so many combinations you could do. Okay. You are a pink? I think so. And then the last one was black. These are steams. Steam would also work as one of the whites, which is weird. Okay, so we could get... Oh, and you can get so many combinations using the different ones. I think you could make the rainbow with like hundreds of combinations. Weird. All right. So, things we need. Elements. I need to sell this element. Because you could do steam plus the other blue. You could do this plus the blue. So you want to keep flying up, machine. But I want you to go down. So we're waiting on a green. But the green won't ever happen because I screwed up the green. The green was supposed to be made using whatever this was. True? Probably. Hey, green. That makes sense. And we have a rainbow over here to go next. And I could switch back to the other blues. So, compendium. We're at 8 out of 10. Okay. So I could still put rainbow in for pink or for black or for green. And doing that should be enough, really. All of the crisscrosses. And then this. Try it in place of green. Do it in place of pink. You just can't use more than one rainbow. Oh, but it's going to be a pain to get into black because it has to cross over a couple of these. Okay, so I would like to sell... Wait, isn't that true of green too? Or of pink too? That is true of pink. Machines. Okay, this one. That's what I want. See what happens. I think I should be close right now. Alright, let's go see. Wait, I have to hit 3. 9 out of 10. Wait, that might have been it. 10 out of 10. The rainbow. Rainbow is weird. So rainbow would help make any of the color ones. It's just the only one that really cares about the color. I guess the black ones care, the white one... White is easy to make. Black isn't that hard to make. Rainbow's a total pain to make. But it's kind of not that much of a pain to make. Once I'm no longer breaking it all. So let's clean it all up, I guess. Sell. And then conveyor. And then sell all of this mess. And then sell all of the elements. Machines. Conveyor, so this one goes to here, this one goes to here. That solves everything, I think. And then we're making rainbows. For what purpose? I don't know. Maybe at some point I use them. Maybe I don't. Machines. We can sell these 2 conveyors that do nothing. Alright, that was another thing done. If we go to statistics, 39 out of 40 elements discovered, 30 out of 40 block challenges completed. Still no blueprints yet. What does acid want? 3 out of 4. Dissolve 4 different elements with this block. Which one are you missing? Those are luck. If I was to go up to acid, have you done Quicksilver yet? I feel like you have, but maybe not. Elements. Elements. Okay, so if I feed you all of these, you should definitely be good. Silver. Quicksilver, but that's not what I wanted. It should fall down, though. Gold. Copper. Alright. Can acid not dissolve gold? It totally can. Okay. Compendium. So that is another one complete. The only one of the basic elements I'm missing is stone. Transform 50 copies of this element into other elements without the use of combiners. Stone. Shooting star is easy. Sand is done with a combiner. Done with a combiner. So, just shooting stars? with stone. How do I make stone? Do I have a stone generator? Looks like I do. This looks like a stone generator, probably. There's probably an easier one to find. Something else just finished as well. Clone. So I need to remove that one air from this. Nothing below it? Nothing below. Antimatter completed. That means that I turn 2,000 value into void, I think? Something like that. Stone. So we need to drop 50, I think. Compendium. We're at 11 out of 50. This one, 2,000. This one has to be almost done. 113 out of 150. I'm just doing it slowly. Could do it quicker. So I need the polar and the void. Need this. Correct? Clone. Think that'll work. This is getting close to being filled in to make my omega black hole. I don't think that's a real thing. But if it was, and we're gonna get the void thing done super quick. Void thing is being done. What else do we need? 3. The void, 139 out of 150. Stone is being done. Statuses. Stone. 47 out of 50 should be done any second now. Hit escape. Void is done. Stone. What? Stone is done. It had to wait until void moved out of the way. Okay, from there. 3. Still don't know about the prophecy. Magic. No, I don't want to do this. Alright, combine 2 different raw element blocks and an ether block. Magic. Where is magic being done again? All over the place. So this one, that is time. And we now know how to make time. But I'm not making use of it. This one is magic. Alright. Elements. Cell. Alright, there's that. We have plenty of magic, so I can move this one up so that this thing keeps running. And then, what? We need to make this with other elements beyond those two. If I look at the compendium, we've done one of the combinations. So instead of that, we could do earth. So instead of earth, we could do air. So instead of that, we can do earth. Crap. No, it's working mostly. Will this become a problem? It might become a problem. Do I have to think about these? If they fall down, I might have to think. Am I doing this wrong? This is not what I meant to be doing. Okay, wait. Wait. That is not how we make. What is it that I'm trying to make? I'm easily confused. So we're trying to do something with magic. Magic, 2 different raw elements. Wait. Plus ether. Okay. Everything is screwed up right now. Sell. All of the... No. All of the elements. Sell them. So the ether comes up. Correct. It's pushed up. Right. Air and fire. So what are these doing? They are making magic into light. Light requires 2 white ones, so you were supposed to be making steam. Got it. So it was fire and air. I understand everything, kind of. Mostly. Okay, so instead of fire and air, we could do like anything. Anything at all. Fire and air are just easy because they don't fall down. They're not affected by gravity. What have I done? I'm screwing this all up again. Okay. No, it's full of magic. Do I have this wrong? Yes, that's making smoke. It's supposed to be water and fire? Is that what it's supposed to be? Machines. Hey, we got some magic. Okay, water. Did I already do earth? No idea. Steam! We've done it! The other thing would be to just clear out the magic. Alright, so the other one that I would like to do, this one can become fire. Time. Yeah, but time's fine. Alright, now that we've done fire, we could do water. Four out of 6. This is going to be 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6. So now, we just need... what? I need... earth plus water, if I can, because I've already done earth plus water, but I need them to not fall down. I mean, they do need to fall down, but they need to fall down on top of that. Feels tricky. It's just a one-time thing. Bam. Funny thing is, this would keep working forever. Ah, but it's a mess, where the other ones were not a mess. They were less of a mess. Fine. Except this could turn into time. If they take too long... Darn it. Elements. Sell. Now we should be good again. I think. If there are ever any backups, then it all breaks. But all it's doing is eating my mana anyways. Speaking of which, we can shut this off again. Let it break. Alright, so now that we've done that, statistics. 35 out of 40, 39 out of 40, compendium. What am I missing? Entropy. No, make this element using 5 different combinations of ingredients. 2 different blocks with the energy property. What about this one? Apply the electrified status to 100 blocks. That one feels like it ends up naturally happening if I just cause a backup over here. I don't need that big of a backup, but that's fine. Let the metals back up. I might even want to place more like electrifiable blocks around here. I'm not sure. The only thing is we do use this electric. Electric and yellow fire look a lot alike. So we were at 85. Let's see what this does. Doesn't feel like it's electrifying any. Oh. 3. 86. I think maybe I was at 86. Or I electrified one, but I don't think so. So what do we need to do? I feel like I just need to pile metal onto here. If this was a metal block, then the acid would eat it. But if it was a water block, machines, water. But now they fall down, which is interesting. Okay, if I go like this, we're getting some electrified. Things are a mess. Who knows? It's not doing what I wanted, but for whatever reason, it's working. Kind of. Feel like it would work better if I get rid of these 2. So that's going to become water, but I do need a thing to delete the water. Okay, never mind. Electricity, we got there. That was all I wanted. What is going on? Wait a second. Holy entropy. That normal? Right. I forgot that I was eating these. I knew that. Stop eating these. Better. All right. My bad. So we have a bunch of entropy built up. Good. We're going to make use of those for what? For more antimatter to make my giant block. For what? I don't know. We're making a bunch of void. Again, for what? Couldn't tell you. The black hole has been eating shooting stars forever. I'm supposed to be using this probably, but I don't know why. Because the prophecy seems related to the shooting stars. Oh no. Why are you like this? Okay. The electricity is blocking it. I would like elements cell. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. Electricity is still blocking it. So the idea was going to be machine, disassembler, to eat that water. Look, we charged the water, but the metal's overrunning the acid. As long as the shooting star is happening, the music goes a little bit crazier. Oh, it still didn't really charge the water. I only want to sell it if it's electrified. That means I don't want... Okay, the music faded. I want a polar. As the status, electrified. What's the other status? Shiny. Oh, I wonder if I have to do something with shiny. No, but maybe. So if you become electrified, which I don't think you will. Crap. Getting things electrified seems so tricky. That is the thing that I don't understand in the video game right now. Prophecies. You. Legendary effect. It seems like the legendary block might upgrade the star shower bar. It is orange looking. It won 10,000. 10,000 coins. Electricity. Yeah, but electricity is the thing I understand the least. If I zoom out, we see the electricity symbol. Oh, there are other things that have electricity. Go to 3. Energy. What if I have to, like, electrify... I don't want to think about this. What if you have to electrify a shooting star? The game would have to explicitly tell me if it wants me to do something that crazy. I think I could do it, but I'm not going to do it at random and try and figure it out when there's a good chance that's not even anything to do with it. Okay, what are the other challenges? The other challenge is this stupid entropy. Light. 5 different combinations. One of them would be rainbow. I could do that. Darkness, 5 different combinations. Oil is going to be black. Oil is black. We already did oil. All that's missing. I don't know if I care about making all these different... It's only 5. How do I currently make them? They're just such a pain. Where's darkness made? Darkness is made right here using coal and what else? The time thing. Coal and... That is a tricky one. What's it called? Quartz. Black quartz. Coal and black quartz. If I go to 3, if I click color black, you can't sort by color? Black. There we go. Quartz. Oil. Void, rainbow, coal, black hole. Wait a second. Huh. Unique. One. Elements. Cell. No way. Oh no. I sold a black hole. Stop. Machines. I don't want you to eat all of my antimatter, I don't think. Oh, okay. That was a decision that I made. I don't think the antimatter does much, but it's worth enough that I don't want to feed it to the black hole. So we can move the black hole just by selling it. But then I would want the antimatter not to be in groups of 9 so that I can make it where I want to make it. Again, if the game told me like what the next step is. You. Yeah, but you... Using Clem's prophecies, discover a legendary... I want to rewatch this stupid tutorial. Clem's. The Department of Prophecies. That one. Oh, Ali. We might have started a trend. Research Clem's. And the news of Clem's project has spread too. Excitement over legendary blocks is at an all-time high. Now everyone will be disappointed when this inevitably fails. W8075, you're back. Knew you wouldn't abandon us. Alright, settle down. Spray bottle. Same old grouch. Just tell me about the legendaries. Everything is either a factory or an endless void. True, an infinite universe entirely dedicated to work. Depressing, if you ask me. A tale of 2 offices. The manager of the ring. Working beauty. Even our sports are about work. Please, I don't want to read all this. I just want to know about the stupid legendary block, and they're not going to have it. One of us. Quit. God, it's so much reading. Wait. Well, gentle wakas, allow me to announce the grand opening of the Department of Prophecies. I think this is going to be it. While I was stuck in the archives, I found a bunch of the most intriguing documents. Wasn't able to decipher them, but I believe they foretell the discovery of legendary blocks. So I made sure to keep them for last in my meal plan. Fortunately, they remained untouched. Pile of old incomprehensible papers. Don't discount them just because they're a bit cryptic. Cryptic! Don't care. Clem, that's a cryptid. Anyways, I'm sure they depict exactly how to turn unique blocks into legendary blocks. Wait, that's half of it. Okay, and if someone is capable of interpreting them, it's the foreman. Most important objective we've given so far. Alright, so we need to turn the black hole. You're in rewatch mode, so this objective will not replace your current objective. It's the same. Department of Prophecies. Alright. Wait, that last thing said something about the legendary block. But the main thing was they said turn the unique into the legendary. That was what I wanted to hear. All of that dialogue just for that. I don't want to deal with this. All right, conveyor. I just want to be able to put the black hole somewhere else. In order to put the black hole somewhere else, we need all of these to lead to this area, but it's also just going to take time, and sadly, the time doesn't run when I'm in build mode. Okay. All of these should lead down. Sadly, we're also getting new ones. Okay. And I can't build in that corner. Yet. But I'll be able to as soon as I can delete the black hole. I can delete the black hole as soon as we make enough space. We can make enough space as soon as we clear all of these out. Hey, and we got through our backlog of entropy. Good, good, good. So now there's no longer a block of 9. Will a block of 9 form? Should not form. Alright, so I think I can sell this. What? Elements. Sell. So now, machines. Get all of those stored. Conveyor. And then I have to decide where I actually want it, which could be anywhere. So what do I think? The thing is, it said something about shooting stars. I just don't think that's it. It could be filling it with 300, but we were already doing that for a while, and that didn't do anything. 300 should only take 100 of those spawning. I really don't think that was it. I was doing that with these for a long, long time. Star bar. If we look at the prophecy, it has to be feeding at 10,000 value. I think that's it. Oh, feed it 10,000 value or something with electricity. 10,000 value should be easy, though. I feel like that already should have happened. Huh. All right. Conveyor. Come over here. Just put it in this corner. Why? I don't know. Why not? Okay, so for that to happen, Wherever it ends up over here is fine, as long as those fill up. They will fill up. Wait, will they fill up? They will not fill up. They will eventually, when I change this, now they will fill up. Alright, so we have the black hole again. Cool. Quit eating these. If anything, pull back this way. Alright. You could eat this one, though. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's a mess, but we're good. So now I would like to do a puller. Just to clean up this mess. This isn't really where I want to keep these, but whatever. For right now, I think it's fine. Really not where I want to keep those. Okay, so we're gonna slowly be getting rid of these, or storing them. These ones are still coming in. Kind of a pain. This whole chain... There is straight line mode. I'm not using it, but it exists. Okay, this one. Nice. All right. So we're still producing more antimatter. It really could be something with, like, feed it 10,000 electrified things. Or it could just be feed it 10,000 value. If it's 10,000 value, that's doable. What do I know? Compendium. About value. Isn't there a way to sort these by value? No. Gold is valuable. How do I make gold? Gold was complicated to make, but it's worth 180. What is silver worth? Silver's only worth 72. Ah, the gold process was... this one. And I have a bunch of... How much is Quicksilver worth? Isn't Quicksilver... Quicksilver was worth like 100, and it's easy to make. Kind of. All it needs to do is move a bunch. Compendium. Quicksilver is worth 102 versus gold, which you just have to combine with coal and blue fire. Blue fire's a pain. I feel like it's just make a bunch of the Quicksilver. Doesn't look that bad. I say that, there's a coal generator over here. Okay. Crap. These ones. Alright, all of that is supposed to be to make a bunch of gold to feed to the black hole. The black hole was right there. Could I flip this upside down? No, because some of it revolves around gravity. Okay. Is this just going to magically start working? No, but it's kind of close. Alright, so these need yellows. Yellows, yellows, yellows. This one needs to be yellow, which means yellow flame. Means that I need to copy this one. Similar over here somewhere. Where? This one. No, this one. So, sell this. Copy this. That doesn't look like the right place. Is that the right place? No, it's this one over here that needed it. So, sell this one. Copy this one. There we go. So now I should at least get 2 of these making silver. With the silver, just let the factory keep running. We make the Quicksilver just by moving it. And then we feed. How many of them does it take to make 10,000? We need 100 of them? 100 times 100 is 10,000. 100 Quicksilver shouldn't be that much. We're waiting on these. The yellow flames. Surprising that this all works. You did not need to go way off to the right, but that's fine. Creates a little bit of lag to it, like initially getting in, but once it starts to go in, it's going to be the same number per minute that are coming in, which is how many? Don't know. So we're feeding it those. Is there something else that's high value that I could feed it while I'm waiting to see if those do something? Really, I'd like to feed it electricity. Feed it electricity. Crap. I hate this setup so much. I should figure out a better setup. We know how to make acid. Acid is easy. Is it? It's fairly compact. And then I just need 2 dissimilar metals. But it could be 1 metal and 1 void, maybe. No, probably not. No, I think it is this whole setup. Oh. All of that, how much is electricity even worth? If we come over here, it's worth 62. It's worth a good amount, so if we're really just trying to get to 10,000, that's not the worst plan either. It's not even work to copy it. Don't be lazy. Alright. It's a lot of work. All of this comes down to this monstrosity over by the black hole. Okay. That is all meant to start generating electricity. Where does that happen? I don't know. I did not generate, or I did not copy the things, these things. That high. And then flip them with T. And that high. That lined up. I think so. Alright, so they become shooting stars. Bam. They hit the blocks. Bam. Then what? Then we have to clear out the existing stuff, which feels like a problem. But I guess it's fine once the system is up and running, which it is nowish. Why am I making water again? Nobody knows, because I wanted to electrify stuff, but I don't think that was a real part of the plan. Machines. Sell this, sell this. Sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this, sell... I think I wanted that. That was a fire facing down. Why did I want that? To make the acid. Okay. Elements. Cell. Cell, cell, cell. Cell. Tab, tab. Cell, 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 cell. Sell it all. Okay. Machines. Cell. Wall. Wall. So this one's already halfway electrified. Not that that really matters. So we're getting this electricity. I'm getting the blue flame. What was the purpose of the blue flame? That is a good question. The blue flame was being used to create something else outside of this. These ones don't need any flame. So I'm guessing I'm just gonna feed the blue flame. I mean, I could feed the plasma. I guess I'm just gonna feed... Huh. I was planning on feeding the electricity, but if we hit 3, what is entropy worth? Entropy is only worth 40. Electricity's worth 62. What is plasma worth? 158. So we could feed it stuff. To start, I don't mind feeding it this, but I don't think that's the long-term solution. Could also feed rainbows if they're worth anything. Is that about to cause problems? Almost certainly. Oh no, shooting stars just fall through conveyors. What if a shooting star falls onto the entropy? Or the electricity? Wait, why do you say space? We did it. It just wanted 10,000 in value. The light at the end of the universe. A quasar. Back to the game. Compendium. Legendary elements. The brightest source of light in existence, powered by the boundless energy of a black hole. It projects 2 beams of light across the vast nothingness, like a celestial lighthouse, keeping travelers away from the edge of the universe. 0 value. Legendary effect. You can charge up to 3 star power bars. Star power lasts longer. It is weightless. It is legendary. Have a unique effect that affects your whole factory. They can only be made once and can't be sold or destroyed by any mean. Black hole. Any element that comes into contact with this block will be absorbed. Machines can't be placed near this block. Oh, so ideally, and it was feed 10,000 coins worth of blocks to a black hole. Absorb 200 blocks into this element. That's not even like a real challenge. So ideally, you would set up your black holes like near each other. Which I could do. I mean, they do start to interfere with each other a little bit, but only a little bit. So, this one. Could read what the next thing is, but I could also start doing what? Start making my next black hole. Assuming that that won't break this black hole. Okay, click you. Break room, don't care. Completed the objective. We did it. 10,000 value. It's beautiful. I can't believe it's real. Of course it is. When something has a 1 in a million chance to happen, you can always be sure it's going to happen. Complete nonsense. Skip. New objective. Discover. Second legendary block. Skip. So I really liked the early game of this, the early part of, I guess all the way up until this part of the game. I might still like this part even, but it feels like this is where it's going to get repetitive, and it's mainly just figure out what things to feed a black hole. Prophecies. Back to the list. So we did one of them. Stuff to ask. Wait, no. What did I do? Discover second legendary block. Prophecies. So is this telling me the electricity thing? Also, now apparently, okay, the star bar will be able to charge 3 times. Wait. One of those looked like it was different. Weird. Okay, I would like... start feeding this into here, I think. This one is almost good. It is still eating all of the Quicksilver. And if we look at this, you just need 200 blocks, so I don't need to feed you these blocks. For right now, just because they're not doing anything else, I am going to feed them into here, but I don't think that's going to be it, unless you can get 2 of the same, but it said they're unique, so I don't expect you can. The thing that I actually want is fire generators, but I don't want them to interfere with this. Fine. It's only 200. So we'll get that fairly quick. This one, I want to do energy things. If I look at Entropy. Entropy, are you energy? No. You're a concept of entropy. Recipes that use entropy consume coins. Every entropy... Can't read. So far, the only one that uses it is Antimatter. So wait, what are these? And why are they here? Right, there's also time. Okay. What I would like is plasma real... Ooh, there was an electrified plasma too. Right. I would like 3. I want to look at plasma. Plasma is energy, and it's expensive. So instead of combining these, I do want to combine. Stop. I just want to send up these ones. Okay, so we're making a bunch of plasma, we're feeding it to the black hole. How quick can we make it? Are we limited by the blue or by the electricity? Not sure. Guess we'll find out. Feels like I'm actually going to be limited by the blue flame, but that it's close. No, they're starting to build up. Can't tell. Maybe they're perfectly in balance. Could be. So the other thing, though, it did show energy equals block, which makes me think it wants like 2 electricity sources, but I also just might want energized things, which I'm not giving it. But I could probably figure out a way to get energized blocks regularly. Do I actually believe that? Somewhat. Challenge completed, Quasar, which is not at all surprising. So now we could stop feeding you. Anything else to do? This video is an hour and 44 minutes long. Yeah, but this is me trying to complete most of the things. I could come back and do more later, but I think this is going to be the last video for a little bit at least. Shiny. There's almost certainly something with feeding shinies to a black hole, which wouldn't even be hard because you just sort them all out. It would just take a little bit of time. Prophecies. Back to the list. I really thought that they would give you another. They last for 60 seconds. Yeah, but I don't like the star showers because they mess with the music in a negative way, where I really like the music for this game. Stuff completed. 96%. Wait. We're like right there. Oh, wait. Okay, the other legendaries might not even exist yet because it's a demo. So it might just be these 3 block challenges. If it's just the 3 block challenges, it really is just making entropy with different things, which wants energy. 2 different blocks with the property energy. All right, right now the blocks that we have are electricity and plasma, but we could do blue fire, yellow fire. Those are right there. Steam. Oh, steam is easy. Those are all easy. I say that, but kind of a pain. Okay, so that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for blocks, elements. We already have a plasma. Store this one. And then I unpause by hitting 1. That's not what I'm supposed to be making. I'm supposed to be making entropy. In order to make entropy, it's this plus another source. I knew that. Okay. So we're in store mode. Store. You're a yellow fire. Store. Could use a steam. Plasma. You're a steam. Okay, so all of those, we want combiner. We want wall. We want disassembler. And elements. I want plasma. I want yellow fire. Unpause. Bam, we've done it. 2 out of 5. We want plasma. We want blue fire. Wait, pausing. Okay, 3 out of 5. We want plasma. We want steam. I don't have to make them out of plasma either. We want blue fire. We want yellow fire. Bam. We've done it. Compendium, 5 out of 5. If we go statistics, 97%. 2 more to go. Prophecies. No, get out of prophecies. Compendium. We're looking for oil. We're looking for... Is void black? It is. We're looking for oil, void, black hole, but I don't think I can use that. Rainbow. So we hit 1. I would like to clear out all of this junk, but it's a pain. Do I need that magic? Maybe I do want that magic. But I don't want it to be right there. I would put it over here somewhere. Plasma, what color are you? Probably purple. Ruby. 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 Electrified water. Element cell. You're gone. I want to make sure plasma is purple. Plasma is purple. Edit mode. Store. Rainbows. Alright, we've got... Give me 6 rainbows. So 6 rainbows. We're trying to make light as one of our... Stop. Okay. Give it a second. So now, light. Rainbow. Elements. Sell this element. Rainbow. Antimatter is probably white, but it would probably mess with things. So this is me trying to make light. We're at 3 out of 5. We need more white things. We don't need many more. We need steam. You're yellow. Steam could be enough. Gray. Steam and rainbow? Alright, so I need a couple steam. Except, no, I'm already using steam plus air. Wait, that confuses me then. Alright. Maybe I do have to use antimatter. Store it. Store it. No, because you turn it into void. You turn everything into void. That's your problem. I could do it... No, I really can't. Can use void for the darkness. I don't know how to do it for the lightness. Alright, darkness is being made over here. Void. Rainbow. Void. Gotta wait for another one. There's another one. Rainbow? So that was darkness. Darkness was so much easier, but that's because I had 2 of them. I need another white one. You're blue. There has to be another white. Orange, blue, brown, white. So far, all we've got is steam, air, and rainbow. Rainbow is multicolored. Green, red. Time is purple. Quartz. Quartz is the answer. Oh no. I hate it. Okay, all quartz takes is this setup. I can do that. That was the answer. So, quartz needs to come over by my time mess. Time mess. Could just rebuild the time mess. Where is the time mess? If I was a mess built around time stuff, it doesn't take up that much space. I'm gonna tell myself that. Thought it was right down here. It's right over here. What are we doing with it? We're making oil, which was another of the dark ones. Right. I hate it. Okay, let's go copy machines. This machine. This the machine. I don't know because somebody just chose to remove all the blocks. All right, so we're doing all of this except for the time part. No. Making magic. Wait, the time part is only there for the part that I don't care about. I don't need the time part. Okay. True. Clone. If I don't need the time part, then this can go anywhere. And what is it? I'm trying to do the lightness magic. Who cares? Put this over here. Zoom in. So now, all I want to do is store... Especially if I could get a bunch of light ones, which I could do if I just stacked up on top of it. Steam or air. So air. That is wrong. Shift R. That is right. Okay, this should handle it, hopefully. Wait, how do things get here? That is not right. That is very close to right. This one. Like that. Quartz. Quartz is made with time and sand. Ah, it was the coal that I don't need. Time and sand. Sand falls. Okay. Air does not fall. Let's figure out what the hell is going on right here. Alright, so we don't need this junk. Correct? Don't need this junk. All I need is the sand. Sand goes right there. Cool. Air goes right there. Elements. Sell. These ones. Machines. Sell. All of these. What the hell are you? Elements. Sell. Yellow fire for some reason. Okay. Fair. So sand and air, and the last one that we're trying to add was time, which I had being built somewhere nearby. Okay, time. Time is built right here. Okay, so all of that, then we need to combine it. All this is just to get a white block. That's it. That should get me white gems. This game is so cool. For a demo, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We're there. So I want 2 of these. I don't know if I only need 1 though. If we hit, so you. Wait for the second one. No, why are you pink? Guess I'm not making air. We're just doing double sand. Double sand is stupid. All right. I want a conveyor, not right there. I want a conveyor right there, and I want an air right there. That's it. Stop. We need air ready to push in. Air was not ready to push in. Air is going to be ready to push in. Air. Perfect. Wait. Oh, you fell off the world. Of course you did. Waiting for one more white quartz. Thank you, game. So now, elements, these ones, store, this one, this one. Okay, and all of that was to make light. Where are we making light? Nobody knows. I really don't know. Doing magic things. These are light. Okay. These are light. So I just need to sell this one and then put this one in its place. That's it. Could technically do the same. So this would fall down if there's nothing in place. Okay, now could technically do the same with rainbow too. We could do quartz plus rainbow if we needed one more, but we don't need one more. Compendium, every single challenge is complete. Go to statistics. Statistics. 100% demo progress. We've done it all. I think that's everything. I don't even think this other legendary is here, because if it was here, we would see another prophecy, I think. That's my logic. I wonder if they're going to update this or if it'll just be whenever the game releases. I want all of these things, and I want them all lined up neatly. We're almost there. Kind of. Instead, we're just feeding this thing forever. Alright. Well, for now, that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.